Hola, welcome to Word to Your Mama, the podcast that amplifies diverse voices and celebrates shared experiences. Hosted by me, Ritzy P, a Latina creative entrepreneur with a background in art, music, and new web technologies. From Academy and Emmy winners to activists, artists, and builders, we celebrate the rich diversity of my multicultural tribe. There will be special guests, mad laughs, and absolutely no BS. Word to Your Mama drops every Monday on your favorite podcast platform. So this is the first episode of 2024, and today's guest is nobody. I don't have a guest today. Today is just me, Ritzy P, and it's going to be a super quick episode. I just want to give you an update of what we got going on, who we already have locked and loaded. I'm talking about 3 months. 3 months worth of amazing special guests. Before I get into that, though, I just want to let you know that we're back from our break. I took a for reals break this time. Usually I play episodes, like classic episodes, and I re-drop them, which is great. And I'll be doing that here and there. But I needed a real break where I didn't post, didn't have to think of all that because it takes a lot of work, right? So I wanted to regroup. And I also wanted to see how we've been doing because a lot of things have changed. If you've been a longtime listener of Word to Your Mama, then you know the supernatural bear was an integral part of Word to Your Mama. So if you're not knowing, he is my now 11-year-old, about to be 40. He had the Supernatural Bear Corner. We started it when we started the podcast back in September of 2020. It was a way for us to do something creative together. And if you listen to his voice on that first episode, he's like a baby. He sounds like a little baby. And then his voice has gotten deeper and deeper, and he'd give you his feedback on who was on, or he'd let us know what he was working on, stop motion animation, some songs, he'll drop some ditties, he'd do some covers, all kinds of things like that. But last year, it was a big year for him. And he hit me up and was like, I go, are you not feeling this? He's like, well, and I was like, I don't want you to do anything that you don't want to do. I go, but if you're going to leave, give me a notice, be responsible, give me notice, and let's go out with the bang. So you'll be able to listen to his retirement episode. That's episode 144, The Supernatural Bear, Wise Old Soul, the retirement episode. It's a very special episode. There's tears. People said, how didn't you cry? No, there were tears. I don't think I have most of that video. That one's not up. And speaking of video, we're moving to the visual component of podcasting. So now on the YouTube channel, there's 2 full-blown episodes from last year up on the channel. And this year, from now on, there'll be the full-blown videos on there. So, which is exciting because I've been recording videos this entire time, but I haven't been putting them up. So we've had a YouTube channel where it would just load the audio with the episode art, and that was it. But now, from this point on, kids, there's going to be full-blown episodes, all visual, on the YouTube channel. Make sure to check out that link in the show notes. Also, we want to know how we're doing. So I created a survey where one lucky listener or viewer is going to win a WTYM Prize pack just by letting us know how we're doing. So we're going to let that run for the entire month of Feb. Make sure to let us know what's happening. If the other episode's too long, what do you do when you're listening? All kinds of stuff like that. And then we have a newsletter that's going to be going out in the next month. So make sure to sign up for that. So let's get into who we got coming up. Who's already locked and loaded? Like these conversations have already been had. So we got Laura Munoz, the author of Suddenly a Murder. Love this book, especially if you love the golden age of mysteries or you love the movies Knives Out, that type of stuff. You will love this book and love her story. She was an attorney, teacher first, then attorney, and then author. Then we got the first relatives of the year. That's me and my relative Naisha, Black and Brown Unity por Vida. We got internationally known visual artist Luke, aka Navi Luke. We go way back and we talk about life and things that we've learned. And I think for artists, this combo is very enlightening because he keeps it really real. He's at that age where he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to keep it really real. When I ask him, how does he navigate doing the art that he wants to do or doing the art that his fans want him to do? So that's a very interesting conversation. Then we got a nerd out coming up. That's the one that we do. We try to do it once a month, but it's kind of hard with TI's schedule. But we nerd out because everybody nerds out about something. Another amazing author that we have coming up the pipeline is Alyssa Reynoso Morris. She's the best-selling author of Plátanos, Our Love, and The Bronx is My Home. We got along like nobody's business. We were talking about how we felt like we've known each other forever. And it's a very great conversation about a lot of different things, about being a creator, being a mother, representation, respecting our ancestors and our elders. I just really had a great conversation with her. We also have Jadyn Violet. He's this young whippersnapper that I've met over the past couple of years in the new web technology scene. And he is very inspirational because of how he brings community together. He's a musician who is a traditional musician as far as you can find his stuff on Spotify and everything like that. But he's really building and putting his music onto the blockchain and creating something really new with what is possible in that realm. So he's very young, but he's really wise. So that's a great conversation. Another conversation with Adriana Brava is coming up. She's an attorney, and she is the Family Wealth and Health Dignity Solutions attorney. We talk about how important it is for our communities, especially Black and Brown communities, to understand what it is to have a trust, to have a will, all these different things that the wealthy know and disperse the knowledge on. And that's how they protect their assets. That's how they continue to stay rich. And these are the things, these are the gems that she's dropping to our communities in both English and in Spanish. So you definitely want to listen to that episode. We got some chefs on. After that, we have Chef Stuart and Chrissy from Who's Hungry Catering. This is one of the joints that we loved going to every weekend at the Crenshaw Farmers Market because of the quality of food, just how friendly they were, and how we just became a part of each other's community. And then to see the journey of, he's classically trained. He helped, work with, start a bunch of different restaurants, worked with high caliber chefs that you all know and love, and then decided to start on his own, and the trials and tribulations of being two young Black professionals in the culinary world, who to look out for, the predators that are out there, and still surviving, the pandemic, and now trying to do different things and knowing that there are some resources out there and spreading that information. So that's definitely a great conversation. And then we also have Red Matic from the world famous Beat Junkies and world famous Visionaries. That's a great conversation. I don't know if you noticed, but hip hop music, that everything from that culture is so important to me. I say music saved my life, but hip hop really saved my life. There's many people that I've been on here that are doing some amazing things, and we all met because of hip hop. We all met because of music. So it's always important for me to have those people that have touched my life or have contributed to the culture. So to have someone on like Rhett is great to hear his story. I learned a lot. And then also coming up the pipeline, we have Carmelita Sanchez. I've been trying to get her on here since I started the podcast in 2020. I was like, she's part of my story, a huge part of my story, and I definitely want her on. So Carmelita Sanchez, she is executive director of the Boyle Heights Art Conservatory. But before that, she was part of the world famous Wake Up Show. And so if you know anything about my story on how I was even up there as an intern recording hip hop, like the world famous hip hop artists that I was a huge fan of, and recording them and doing their drops and using Pro Tools and seeing them, just do a bunch of freestyles live on there. Just being a part of that was Chueh, King Tech, DJ Revolution, and Carmelita. And it was, I just moved up from Long Beach. I just graduated college and moved up to LA. And yeah, she saw me and she was like, I want to invite you to do this. And that changed a lot of things in my life. So to be able to have a conversation, we're still friends and we've worked together in a lot of different capacities. And to have a conversation with her, I'm super excited. And also, the final person that I will mention is Amana Lopez. If you didn't already listen to the Brian Cross, aka B+ episode, make sure to listen to that. Or you could watch it on YouTube. That's one of the two that's definitely full blown on YouTube. So another amazing photographer that's part of like the younger crew is Amana Lopez. You've seen her work. She's photographer extraordinaire. She's Mexican American. She's an editorial and commercial photographer. But you've seen her work. She recently had a show in LA. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. But man, her work is just, it captures the essence of our culture, of our people. And she has this great eye. And so I'm super excited to share the conversation that I have with her. So I'm also working on getting some professionals to talk about women's wellness. I want to have a women's wellness episode, specifically for those, whether you're young or old, that are dealing with what I like to call the moans. Perimenopausal, menopausal, all that shit, because no one said anything. And I'm learning all these things and I'm dispersing this information to my ladies. And they're like, what? I was like, I know. This is crazy. So I definitely want to have that episode. I'm working on that because I definitely want it to be well-rounded and have professionals and also different, a little bit of the Eastern and the Western and the combo of all that. So definitely working on that. And then there's another episode, a special episode that's going to take a lot from me, but I'm working on it. I said I would do it this year. Is a mental health special episode where I talk about the healing and the work that I had to do my entire life, but also the past couple of years since 2018, because I was dealing with being in contact again with my biological father, meeting him and all these different things, and realizing that I thought I was cool. I thought I was healed because I had been going to therapy off and on since my mom was, I was found out that I was told when I wasn't supposed to know that she only had 6 months to live because she had breast cancer and it came back. And then so I started right before she had passed. So since then, I was like, I've been to therapy a couple times. I'm good. And it turns out I was not. And then I got to realize all the different things on how that abandonment from your father affected me, the things I was dealing with when he came up again, and how it just shook me up, like shook my whole entire world. And I was like, I need to go into therapy again because I need this professional help. I need to go through it, but I don't want to go through it alone. I want to make sure that I do it in a way that is going to be very helpful. And it has. It's been an amazing journey. So I definitely I'm looking for the right mental health professional to be on that episode. And then finally, I want to do a special You Heard Show episode. You Heard Show is the first podcast that I ever did. And it was with 3 dudes, 3 other artists, Kano, Shane Jessup, and Sket One. They've all been guests on the show. Look up their episodes. I'll have linked to those in the show notes. But we had a podcast back in like 2008 or 2009. So it was way before the curve. And we've been talking about this, and I'm debating whether it's going to be live, and we'll announce it ahead of time so you can, see it on YouTube live and see it on maybe Twitch live, and you can comment and be a part of the show. We'll see. But I'm working on that. So yeah, that's the gist, kids. Quick episode just to let you know what's been going down. We will no longer have the Supernatural Bear Corner, but at the end, after the outro, I'll make sure to play his Supernatural Bear Corner intro as homage. And hit us up on all the things. You know what to do. Tell your folks, tell your peeps, tell your friends. And I'm excited about this year, kids. I'm really excited. I know we got some new listeners. Thank you for joining this journey and joining this community. And yeah, I'm excited for what's going down this year. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And as always, we reap. Word to Your Mama is owned and produced by Ritzy P. Intro beat produced by Nico Beats. If you want to know more, you want to email us, you want to get the media kit, go head over to wordtoyourmama.com. And as always, Word to Your Mama is brought to you by ritzyperiwinkle.com. And now, introducing
the Supernatural Bear Corner.
Supernatural Bear. Burp.